Bouncing around. Compuware with it, takes a shot, goes high, wide up over the net. Kiefer battling for it as McDonald sends a pass from his stomach to Sutherland, and he makes a move. Oh, and he has it chipped away at the last second. There's a good defense there by Compuware. Puck comes up, kept in there by Llewellyn. Llewellyn headed towards the net. He's tied up, has it taken away. Now into the stick, Max McDonald. He chips it down low. Compuware gathers it, makes a move. Cross ice pass, doesn't connect. First one there for the Force is going to be Kelly. Kelly to send it in, and it's blocked. Shot, save, Quas. Kiefer on a foot race for the puck. Gathered up by Compuware. Behind their own net they go. Pressured there by Kiefer. Going to get a penalty on Landon Kiefer, tripping. It's going to put the Force on a penalty kill with 9:10 left in the second. Penalty killers for the Force is going to be Hagen, Blackburn, Fraze, and Cumberland. Shot from deep, blocked out in front, covered up by Quas. Face-off comes out for Compuware as they shoot it. It's blocked by Fraze, picked up by Blackburn. Blackburn still battling for the puck, chips it up. It's knocked up high to the blue line for Compuware as they send one towards the slot, and they try to knock it in, picked up by Hagen. Hagen, with some speed, loses the puck off poke check by Compuware, sends it down the ice. Gathered up by Compuware. Fraze, back for the Force. Got Blackburn and Cumberland back. Shot goes high and wide. 45 seconds remains on the penalty kill for the Force. Hagen gathers it up. He's got Fraze to his left. Across the blue line goes Hagen. Hagen, round one. Takes a shot from deep. Goes wide right. Blackburn to keep it in. Backhands it for a second. Moves it down deep. Eating up the time on this penalty kill. 30 seconds remains on the Landon Kiefer penalty. Cumberland now with the puck. To center ice it goes, gathered by Compuware. Back on defense here's Blackburn and Cumberland. Shot towards the net, sticked away by Quas. Trying to clear it is Cumberland, tied up. Puck squirting around up front, covered up by Quas. 6 seconds left on the penalty kill, 7:46 remains in the second. 1-1 tie hockey game. Face-off, another shot attempt right off the face-off by Compuware. Fed to the slot. It skips a couple of sticks and goes rink wide. Down low is Compuware. Slot feed blocked away there by, is that Kelly? Yeah, Core Kelly. Oh, right as the penalty expired, Compuware puts in a shot. Put them up 2-1 with 7:27 remaining in the second. Face-off gathered up by Compuware. Warner feeds it back to center ice. Now to the stick Westhoff as Huffman chips it off the boards. Blocked there by Westhoff. Huffman fans on a pass attempt. Compuware comes away with it. Back on defense is going to be Warner and Kelly. Swinging wide is Compuware. Takes a shot towards the net and staying steadfast is Quas. Down low for Warner. Taken away by the force as Westhoff puts it towards center ice. Picked up there by Potts. Brantley Potts puts it in deep. 6:30 left in the second. Compuware up 2-1. Ooh, shot fanned on there by Huffman onto the stick of Westhoff. Westhoff in a crowd. Potts tries to get a stick on it. Compuware coming away with it. Defended there by Kelly. Back on defense is going to be Warner. Trailing there is Huffman and Cora Kelly. Warner. Good stick there by Warner. Fed across. Shot. Score. Face-off one back by Compuware, fed down the ice. Back first there. Oh, it's going to be icing. 6:08 remaining, force down 2. Face-off was gathered up by Compuware. Puck's tied up in the corner. Fighting there for it is Max McDonald. Getting back on defense is Blackburn and Llewellyn. We got a 3. Blackburn chips it ahead, clears it out as a 3-on-1 the other way. Now on the stick of Sutherland. He's got McDonald to his left. Compuware gathers. Sutherland back to challenge, kept in there by Llewellyn. I must have skipped the line. They're going to get him for offsides. Puck towards center ice, glove down by Kelly. Onto the stick of Murphy Fraze. He's going to get another offsides. Face-off comes to center ice. Back to gather. This is going to be Cumberland. Aiden winds behind his own net, sends it over to the side for Fryer. Compuware gathers. Cross ice pass connects. Entering the zone with a shot from deep, gloved by Quas. Face-off back to Kelly. Kelly backhands it ahead to Fryer. Fryer through center ice. He's got Murphy Fraze to his right. Shot goes wide. Murphy picks it up, tries to center it, knocked off his skates. Coming out for Kelly. Kelly keeps it in onto the stick of Hagen. Hagen at the blue line. Hagen winding. Shot by Hagen. Hits Fraze. Behind the net goes Compuware. Now Fryer going to be the first one there for the force. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to be a trip on Fryer. 4:28 remains in the second. We got a minute and a half power or penalty kill by the Force. There's a shot from deep by Compuware, save Quas. Face-off kicked out by Compuware, shot from deep, blocked out in front, down for Warner. Warner gathers the puck. Comes out to Potts, down the glass goes, off the skates of the official. Compuware gathering, sends it cross ice. Gia Huffman with the steal. Sent back ahead by Compuware. Onto the stick of Blackburn. Blackburn off the boards to center ice, back and forth it goes. Huffman with the stick lift. Blackburn with the stick lift, still gains possession, takes a shot. It's kicked off the skates of Warner. Into center ice it goes, cleared out there by Warner. Across the blue line, 46 seconds remains on the penalty, 3:42 in the period. Good poke check there by Huffman. Huffman gets knocked down. Puck squirts all the way to the other end of the ice. Potts going to be up there up front for the Force. Comes out to Huffman. Huffman sends it back down low. 25 seconds remains on the penalty kill for the Force. 3:20 left in the period. So good penalty kill by the Force, keeping it in the other end of the rink. Max McDonald attacking, makes a steal. Well, Max McDonald almost had a breakaway there. Potts gathers the puck and backhands it up in the air down in the corner. Penalty expires for the Force. Fryer on the ice. Makes a steal, and Landon Kiefer gathers it, sends it up to Fryer. Fryer dumps it down low. We're going to get a change here on the Force as Llewellyn hits the ice for Blackburn. 2:40 left in the period. Back on defense is going to be Warner as Landon Kiefer challenges. Little spinorama. Backhand shot goes wide. Puck cleared out to the side by Llewellyn. Shot from up high is blocked out in front there by Sutherland. Down low. Llewellyn takes the puck away, sends it up across the blue line to center ice. Compuware gathers. Good poke there by Sutherland as Max McDonald enters, passes it over to Sutherland. Fan on shot attempt. Comes down in the corner, roped around by Compuware. Kiefer going to be there to pick it up for the Force. Compuware takes it away. Using the official as a barrier there as they send it up and around. Cumberland, the first one there for the Force, takes it away. Shot from deep is wide. On the stick of Llewellyn. Llewellyn feeds it ahead off the goaltender. It's out in front, bounced around on the doorstep, picked up by Compuware. Back on defense is going to be Cumberland. Pressured there by McDonald. Good poke check there by Cumberland. Sent off the boards and down the ice goes. Getting a full change for the Force. On the ice is going to be Fraze, Fryer, and Hagen as Compuware gathers and surveys the ice. Taken away by Llewellyn and dumped back into the offensive zone for the Force. Good steal there by Hagen. Hagen wide open towards the net. Shot! Oh, it's blockered away by the goaltender by Compuware. 1 minute left in the second. Cumberland back to gather it for the Force. Sends it over to Fryer. Fryer ahead to Fraze as he chips it in the offensive zone. Out to center ice, and Compuware's got a breakaway 2-on-1 the other way. The first one there is going to be Cumberland. Shot, gloved away by Quas. We got 41 seconds left in the second. Puck down behind the net for the Force, gathered up by Compuware. Stolen away by Hagen, onto the stick of Fryer. Fryer's got Fraze with Hagen trailing. Shot towards the net. Blocked away. Compuware gathers. Back on defense is going to be Kelly and Blackburn. We got a 4-on-2 the other way. Shot. Save Quas. Cleared away. 10 seconds remains in the second. Force down 2. Face-off won back by the Force. 5 seconds remains in the period as the puck's tied up in the corner. Send it across. Couldn't gather that shot attempt up as the period expires. Force down 2 going into the third. Start the third period. Face-off comes right over to us, and Compuware is going to gather it up and enter their offensive zone. Shot from deep. Kick to the side by Quas. Puck enters the slot. Blockered away by Quas. Is up in the air. Swipe that by Blackburn. Cleared to the side by Blackburn over to Potts. Potts fans on that clearing attempt. Compuware keeps it in. Kelly going to be the first one there for the Force. She chips it ahead. Westhoff misses that attempt. Shot goes high. Had some heat on that sucker. Another shot attempt goes wide right. It's going to be gathered up here by Westhoff. Westhoff ahead for the Force. Westhoff gathers it. Kick to the side by the Compuware player without a stick. Taken away by Westhoff. Now he's upended as Compuware comes away with it. Huffman steals the puck away. Back on defense is going to be Blackburn and Kelly. It's cross-ice pass, doesn't connect. Goes to the corner for Compuware. Compuware looking to feed the slot. Blocked away there by Huffman. Sent off the boards by Westhoff. Compuware gathers it in the neutral zone. Cross-ice feed. Dumped in. Poked away by Blackburn. Compuware stolen now by Blackburn as he sends it ahead to Potts. It's still being kicked around. Compuware can't get anything on that shot. Cleared away by Kelly. Taken away by Potts onto the stick of McDonald. Now Potts back with it as he sends it ahead onto the stick of McDonald with Sutherland. Backhand shot attempt goes wide. Compuware on the charge the other direction with Kiefer, Warner, and Llewellyn. Shot from deep, gloved Quas. 11-12 remaining in the third. Force still down 2. Face off. Gathered up by Compuware. It's kicked around in front, laying on the doorstep. And clear to the side. Sutherland sends it ahead. Just out of the reach of Kiefer as Compuware feeds it back the other way. Kiefer picks up the puck. Max McDonald there. It's in the skates of Kiefer. Compuware steals it away. Back the other way around Llewellyn. Back on defense is going to be Warner. Trying to feed the slot here. Comes out to the center. Knocked away there by McDonald. Or that's Sutherland for the Force, excuse me. Now taken away by Llewellyn. Sent up, but not out. Max McDonald fighting for it down low. Comes to the center. Nobody home. Picked up by Kiefer. Kiefer comes off his skates, but the puck goes to the neutral zone. Sutherland there for the Force. Dumped back down low by Compuware. It's going to be gathered up by Warner. Warner makes a move. Trying to feed the slot. There's Compuware. Doesn't connect. Comes to the side. Contested there by McDonald. Picked up by Warner. He sends it down the ice as it clears. It's not going to have enough for icing. Get a full change for the Force. Hagen there. Takes it away on the stick of Fraze. Fraze can't get anything on that shot attempt. He's looking back. Tries to feed the slot. It's blocked out in front. Back on the stick of Fraze. Fraze feeds it towards the center. Stolen away by Compuware. Down low and behind the net goes Compuware. Fed ahead. Cross ice pass. Cora Kelly going to be the first one there for the Force. Knocked away by Kelly. Fed the slot. Defended well there by Cumberland on the stick of Fryer. Fryer's got Fraze. It's going to be offsides. Face-off kicked around and gathered up by Compuware. Fraze there to contest. Sent down and blocked by Cumberland out in front. Compuware gathers it up, takes a shot, blocked there by Kelly. Defends that secondary shot attempt well. Fraze knocks it up the boards. Onto the stick of Hagen. We got a 2-on-2, Hagen and Fryer. Hagen takes a shot from deep and it sails left. Kept in by the Force. Fraze battling down low. Compuware comes away with it. Sends it cross ice. Cumberland back on defense with Kelly. 8:20 left in the third. 3-1 Compuware. Backhand attempt blocked in front by Kelly. Fryer to pick up the puck. Comes out to the blue line for Compuware. Drives towards the net. Defended there by Fryer. Shot towards the net. Saved. Blocked to the side. Huffman to pick up the puck. Makes a move towards center ice. Clears it out. Now Fraze contesting for the Force. Fraze makes a steal towards the net. Shot, score! Fraze with the steal. Dumps it in the back of the net for number 21. 7:47 left in the third. The Force bring it within one. Face-off gathered up by Compuware. Blackburn and Llewellyn back on defense. Good stick there by Blackburn. Shot goes way high. Down low, gathered by Blackburn. Puck comes to the slot, picked up by Westhoff. Westhoff has got Potts trailing. 2-on-2 the other direction for Oliver Westhoff. Westhoff pushed towards the boards, has the puck taken away. Out to center ice. Blackburn and Llewellyn back on defense. Shot attempt, gloved by Quas. Face-off gathered up by Compuware for the moment. Takes a shot. Blockered away by Quas. They put in the rebound. 7:05. Compuware goes up 4-2. Face-off gathered up by McDonald. Down around behind the net. Landon Kiefer, first one there for the force. Compuware off the boards. Now to Max McDonald. Taken away by Cumberland on the stick of Sutherland. Again, Cumberland fighting for the puck. Back and forth it goes. Kiefer clears it. Compuware gains the line. Knocked away. We got another score. First shot attempt saved by Quas. Rebound put in by Compuware as they go up 5-2 with 6:20 left in the third. Face-off gathered up by the force. That's Fryer with it. Sends it ahead to Hagen. Hagen winding wide. Takes a shot. Saved there by Compuware. Fraze now to gather it up. Murphy looking. Passes it out to Kelly. On the stick of Kelly. Shot towards the net. It's deflected down. Skips around on the doorstep. It's still there. Puck is loose. Shot. Score! And that's Hagen. Puts it in to bring him back within 2, 5-3 with 5:53 remaining in the third. Face-off gathered up by Compuware. Onto the stick of Hagen. He has it stripped away. Kelly lifts it up and over the defender. And we got offsides, I think. Offsides. Hagen wins that face-off. Back to Blackburn. Blackburn gathers it up. Feeds it up and over, bounces off of Fryer, gathered up by Compuware. Cross-ice pass, picked up by Hagen. Hagen towards the net, shot off the post, feeds it back to the center, kept out by Compuware. Good opportunity there for the force as Hagen sends another one towards the net, but it goes wide. Compuware cross-ice pass, stolen by Fryer, picked up by Fraze. Murphy making a move, spinorama, shot towards the net, kick to the side, Hagen backhands it, it's kicked out by Compuware. Another great attempt as the force putting on the pressure with 5 minutes left here in the third. Puck comes to center ice for Blackburn. Blackburn feeds it back down the ice. It's going to go for icing as we get a change for the force with 4:53 remaining to play, 5-3 Compuware. Face-off gathered up by Compuware as it's sent down low for Llewellyn. Skips his stick, goes to the corner.